Okay, so allegedly, Kathy White was pregnant by Jay-Z. And this is the same year that Beyonce announced she was pregnant. The streets are saying that was just a distraction and that the real, y'all know how they say Beyonce wasn't really pregnant. She used a surrogate. I believe that too.
And, well, I want to say, let's clear it up. I was going to ask it later, but the rumors are that Beyonce is pregnant. Are you going to be a grandmother again?
I heard that, but I'm here to clear the rumors up. The truth is that it's not Beyonce that's pregnant, it's me.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
Congratulations. I'm kidding, y'all. I'm 56.
I don't know.
No, it's not true.
She's not.
Not right now.
All right. Well, you'll let us know when she is.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, I bet.
With all the rumors, by now I should have about 5 or 6 grandchildren.
I know.
Girl, when it rains, it pours. And right now, it's pouring on Beyonce. Word on the street is that Tina Knowles just let it slip that Beyonce really was dealing with fertility issues around the time Blue Ivy was born. And that's exactly why Kathy White became the perfect solution, especially after her affair with Jay-Z got exposed and she got pregnant. Beyonce's pregnancy on stage at the VMAs, with her performance at the very end, she turned look. Oh my God, she's a baby bump, she's pregnant. Like, no, I didn't even know. And it looks like this could be the final piece in the Kathy White saga. How about we just get into it? I am pretty sure y'all remember the drama that built up to Beyoncé's Lemonade album released in 2014. Jay-Z was out here swinging and was caught with his hands in the cookie jar and had to confess to cheating on his wife, Beyoncé. Jay didn't just step out on their marriage, but allegedly also got his mistress pregnant and maybe even a few other women knocked up. What made this particular one so hurtful was that at the time, Beyoncé and Jay-Z were already trying hard to conceive. Jay-Z wanted more kids, and going through the IVF process was taking its toll on her body. Beyoncé has also talked about her fertility issues and how challenging it could be to have miscarriages. So, Jay-Z cheating on her, having a kid outside, and then having millions talking about it wasn't something Beyoncé wanted to live down. But this wasn't the first time Jay had put Beyoncé in this situation. And yes, music. We are talking about Kathy White, Beyoncé's alleged surrogate that ended up being Jay's mistress and then dying in a very suspicious manner. Just days before news broke that Kathy White had died from a brain aneurysm, Beyoncé announced her surprise pregnancy at the 2011 MTV VMA Awards. Music, and let's just say the timing was perfect. It was the biggest news of that year, easily outpacing other major events like the British Royal Wedding and the capture of Osama bin Laden. So, you can bet that the headlines about Kathy's death quickly got pushed to the side and forgotten. While the internet stayed silent on her suspicious death, almost everything about her was slowly wiped from the internet. And it would have stayed that way if Liz Crokin didn't break the silence surrounding her. She'd been keeping it the entire time, but was finally ready to reveal that Kathy's death wasn't an accident. She said, "When Kanye West says Jay-Z has murderers, I believe he's talking about the people who killed Kathy White." Liz then doubled down on it, saying, "Hey Jay-Z, I was the reporter who talked to your alleged mistress right before she died. I know everything. I know what you did. Go F yourself. Maybe you and Diddy can share a prison cell together." And just as she said this, internet sleuths dug up old eyewitness reports spilling the tea on Kathy's affair with Jay-Z. The blog post mentioned that Kathy was a friend of known homewrecker Claudia Jordan, who was perhaps the one that connected the two of them since Claudia had more industry connections at the time. One of the sources who spilled on what was going on with the two was Kathy's friend Jason Lee. And Jay was a good catch for her, since she was in the business of dealing with rich men, and Jay-Z was just that. Both of them made a splash in Las Vegas and were spotted at Town nightclub with Beyoncé and nowhere in sight. After Kathy and Jay-Z got outed, she immediately jumped into action and deleted her Facebook and Twitter account. But that doesn't mean the two of them stopped messing around. Jay-Z came up with a master plan to keep things under wraps and allegedly asked Kathy to invite more of her friends out to throw off any rumors that they were together. And for a while it did, until Kathy eventually became pregnant. Now here's where everything gets a little murky. Some allege that Kathy was just the surrogate and they started the affair once. She was already carrying. And some say she got pregnant after the affair. According to Liz Crokin, when she first approached Kathy, she shut her down and said that she had never met or hung out with Jay. But after multiple attempts to get her to talk, Kathy suddenly decided that she was going to go public with their affair. And that was going to do some major damage to the family brand Jay and Beyoncé was trying to build. Also, Beyoncé had just suffered a miscarriage, and Kathy coming out to announce to the world that she was expecting Jay-Z's child was definitely going to rub salt on the wound. So, what did they music do? According to Liz, they pushed the pregnancy announcement forward to the VMAs when it could have the most impact, and then reportedly had Kathy taken out of the picture after she gave birth. This way, they get to keep the child and also keep Kathy silent permanently about the affair. One source told Liz that Jay had law enforcement and even coroners in his back pocket who could rule homicides as natural deaths as long as the cash was right.
That were kind of on the inside of this, so to speak. And they told me that they were very confident that she was indeed murdered. And they had more information on what went down behind the scenes. And they told me that it's their very strong belief, based off of the information that they were able to gather. Again, these are people that were on the inside, that Jay-Z, potentially hired someone to her. And they went into detail explaining to me how people like Jay-Z are able to commit crimes very easily because they have law enforcement in their pocket, they have coroners in their pocket, they pay people off. I was told that to pay a coroner off to list something or rule something as a natural death, like an aneurysm, as opposed to a they were like, oh, like $1,000, like 2,000, just a few thousand, like nothing, like chump change.
Another topic that frequently resurfaced online was a 2020 blind item that sparked widespread speculation among celebrity gossip communities. The post claimed that an A-list television host, model, and actress had grown increasingly troubled by the death of a close friend and privately questioned the circumstances surrounding it. Because blind items are intentionally vague and anonymous, internet users quickly began trying to match the descriptions to real celebrities. Some speculated that the post referred to Claudia Jordan and her late friend Kathy White. Those theories spread rapidly across blogs, YouTube channels, and social media, with some commenters suggesting Claudia had chosen not to speak publicly about the rumors. However, none of those interpretations have been verified, and the blind item itself did not provide evidence to support its claims. To this day, the identities behind the blind item and the allegations it inspired remain the subject of online speculation rather than established fact.
Done? Okay. I'm going to tell them while Johnny puts a beep over this part of the show, so you'll never know what it is, but I want you to see their reactions, and I'm going to do it right now. Ooh, and that's where I go back to, like, we're friends in the game. We support each other. We help each other out. Can you imagine had I put that on Hollywood Law? Oh, there was one more thing. Beep this, Johnny.
The rumors didn't stop there. Another claim that has circulated for years centers on the fact that Jay-Z and Beyoncé reportedly secured a private hospital floor for the birth of Blue Ivy, complete with heightened security measures. At the time, many viewed those arrangements as understandable given the couple's enormous fame and the intense media attention surrounding the pregnancy. Reports also suggested that access to the area was tightly restricted and that hospital staff were required to follow strict confidentiality procedures, though those reports have never been fully detailed by the couple themselves. However, online conspiracy theories have offered a very different interpretation. Some commentators, including Liz Crokin, have claimed the extraordinary privacy measures were intended to conceal details about Beyoncé's pregnancy. Those allegations have never been supported by credible evidence, and neither Beyoncé nor Jay-Z has ever acknowledged the claims. As a result, They remain part of long-standing internet speculation rather than established fact. Supporters of the conspiracy theories have also pointed to Beyoncé's mother, Tina Knowles, arguing that she would naturally know the truth about what happened. Over the years, anonymous online posts have claimed that people close to Tina privately discussed these rumors, but none of those stories have been independently verified. There is no reliable evidence confirming that Tina Knowles has ever supported or repeated the conspiracy theories surrounding Blue Ivy's birth. One moment that continues to be debated online is Beyoncé's 2011 television interview, during which some viewers believed her baby bump appeared to fold inward as she sat down. The clip quickly went viral and has been referenced ever since by people who question the pregnancy. Others, however, have offered far less dramatic explanations, suggesting the appearance could have been caused by the cut of the dress, the fabric, camera angles, lighting, or the way the material shifted as she moved. Despite years of discussion, no credible evidence has established that the clip proves Beyoncé was not pregnant. More than a decade later, opinions remain sharply divided. Some people continue to view the interview as suspicious, while others see it as a viral moment that has been exaggerated by the internet. Without verified evidence to support the conspiracy theories, the clip remains open to interpretation rather than serving as proof of the claims that continue to circulate online.
Like how, when you pregnant, your face get fat, your titties get fat, your nose get, Beyonce look like Beyonce up here and her stomach look.
Yeah.
It didn't look, and then she wore wide dresses so you couldn't get a paint of the body.
Well, what about when it deflated her
I
stomach?
know.
I mean, like, I'm still trying to. How do you rationalize that? That's again, like, are you going to believe the mainstream media, or are you going to believe your eyes? And keep in mind, a lot of the stories that you read about celebrities.
As you might expect, the internet has had plenty to say about these long-running rumors. Over the years, countless social media posts, videos, and comment sections have revisited the same theories, with some users pointing to Beyoncé's music videos, lyrics, and past public appearances as evidence they believe supports their views. Others have continued to reference the widely discussed television interview in which her baby bump appeared to shift as she sat down, arguing that the moment raised questions. At the same time, many people have pushed back against those claims, saying the appearance could easily have been caused by the outfit, camera angle, lighting, or the way the fabric moved. Despite years of debate, no credible evidence has ever confirmed that Beyoncé did not carry Blue Ivy herself, and the rumors remain just that, rumors. More than a decade later, the discussion still resurfaces whenever old clips or interviews begin trending again. Supporters of the theories believe there are too many coincidences to ignore, while others argue that the claims rely heavily on speculation and internet gossip rather than verifiable facts. Without reliable evidence, the questions surrounding Blue Ivy's birth remain unresolved and continue to be the subject of online debate rather than established fact. What do you think? Do you believe these long-running internet theories hold any weight, or do you think they've simply taken on a life of their own over the years? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and if you enjoyed this discussion, don't forget to like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. See you later, baddies.